and today we have a kanji recap. People, Part 3. You might recognize this handsome boy kanji from the hikoboshi of the Tanabata legend, so let's dive into its history. This kanji, which is commonly found in male names, is made up of two parts. The top comes from the kanji bun, which was a man showing his chest. The bottom is believed to be hair or the tattoo of a pretty pattern. Putting all of them together, you get a refined, noble-looking man or the Prince Charming in the kanji world. Fun fact, this character isn't just Japanese, it comes from ancient China, where it referred to a man of high status or wisdom. In Japan, it found its way into names of legendary warriors, as it is the case of the legendary Emperor Keiko, also known as Otara Shihiko Oshirowake no Sumeramikoto. Kun reading is Hiko. The example is Hikoboshi, or handsome star guy. The sentence is Kantan origami orihime to hikoboshi. Easy origami of orihime and hikoboshi. Do not confuse handsome boy with giving birth. Though the top is similar, the handsome boy has pretty hair, while giving birth has the kanji of life on the bottom. This kanji has 9 strokes, and it is a very handsome kanji with a lot of history. Plus, if you haven't read the Tanabata legend, this is a good opportunity for you to learn about it. Have you ever wanted to live forever? Well, today's kanji, Hermit, wizard, might just hold the secret. Let's start by saying that the original kanji looked quite different before. The original kanji is made of two parts. The left is the well-known radical for person. The right was a phonetic character and the kanji to ascend. Why a person ascending? This translated to people ascending heaven and becoming immortal. Later, the right was simplified into a mountain, indicating a person who enters the mountains or hermits to practice and become immortal. The on reading is sen. The example is Sennin, or in Taoism, the immortal mountain wizard. The sentence is Nandemo sennin no jinsei ga dondon yokunaru shimpuru na oshie. The simple teachings of the wizard that will make your life better and better. Fun fact, are immortals real? In Taoism, the Sennin are legendary immortals who gain eternal life through meditation and secret elixirs. Some say they could ride the wind and disappear into thin air. Do not confuse hermit with mountain. Early learners might confuse these two, but a hermit shows the radical for person, and that's why radicals are so cool. This kanji has 5 strokes. Have you ever wondered what would you do if you were immortal? Well, can you imagine how many more kanjis will you be able to learn? Let's have a moment of peace and stress-free kanji learning with the kanji nan. This kanji is divided into 2 parts. The top can represent either a corpse or a body, but in this case it is a body leaning. The right-hand side could carry several meanings as well. It could be a spoon, a person, or a dagger, but in this case it is a person. Putting these two together would give the meaning of closeness. In Buddhism, the bhikshu is a fully ordained male member, while the bhikshuni is a fully ordained female member. The last 2 letters ni were separated to become an exclusive word for female monks, which also matches the reading of this kanji. Fun fact, this kanji is seen in the word ama, which is primarily a Buddhist nun, while shudoni refers primarily to a Christian nun. Yet, there are other terms for nun, as you will see in this video. The kun reading is ama. The examples are amahoshi or nun and amadera or convent. The on reading is ni. The example is niso or nun. The sentence is niso no kokuhaku, a nun's confession. Do not confuse nun with mud. The mud has the extra 3 strokes that represent the liquid radical. This kanji has 5 strokes, And it is interesting to see that although this kanji started in Buddhism, it has been adapted to other religions as well. Today, we're taking a personal look at a very private kanji, the kanji for I or me. Are you ready to get to the deepest secrets of this kanji? Let's start with the left-hand side for this kanji, which I don't believe we have practiced it yet, but it is the radical for grain. Now, the right side was an ideogram of what looks like a triangle and defined as revolving around oneself. It is also used to be the original kanji for I, but later it was taken over by the kanji we're learning today. Putting this together, it was about a private grain field that got extended to mean I. The kun reading is watashi, which means I or me. The sentence is watashi no shiranai watashi. The me I don't know. Fun fact, there are several ways to say I in Japanese, and today's kanji is just one of them. Others include, for women, watashi, watakushi, atashi, and for men, watashi, watakushi, boku, and ore. The on reading is shi. The examples are shiyo, personal use, and shiritsu, private, as in establishment. Do not confuse I with Buddha. The pronoun I has the grain radical on the left, while Buddha has a person. This kanji has 7 strokes. I know that a lot of students wonder why this kanji looks the way it does, and since it is a kanji that you probably had to write over and over again, it is good to know the story behind it. Do you just get home from work? Well, I hope you're not too exhausted, as we will be talking about employees, in terms of kanji, of course. Back in the day, there was a vessel called a ding. This vessel was made of bronze and had 3 legs. What was it used for? It was for cooking, but also for sacrificial animal meat. Such vessel was so important that it even had its own kanji. This kanji then became the base of today's kanji. A circle was then added to the original inscription. This circle signified the shape opening at the top, and it was used as a counter for people and these vessels. The inscription underwent further development, not just simplifying its shape, but also changing the meaning to people engaged in or studying a certain industry, or employee member. Fun fact, do you remember that circle on top I just mentioned about? Well, that circle was also found in the etymology for the kanji yen. See how everything comes together? The on reading is in. The examples are kain, or member, and shain, or company employee. The sentence is, 若手社員のモチベーションを上げるために人事企業が行うべきこと。What HR and companies should do to increase the motivation of young employees. Do not confuse employee with page. I hope I mentioned it enough, but in case it wasn't enough, employee has a circle on top. Maybe you can think of it as it is a mouth. This kanji has 10 strokes. Now, every time I see an easy to write kanji, I'm afraid the etymology is going to be a long one. I wasn't wrong with this one. Now, I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Yay!